Okay, so this is part two of the same book, and as I was saying about the pink urinal, and the other story was the millwright is dead, and this was like the second chapter or the first chapter in the book, and basically after the intro, and what is it's basically the millwright died is about this millwright who worked at the company and for so many years, and then the millwright passed away, and De Pree is saying how his dad at the time, who was the worker at the company, went to the funeral only to discover that the millwright was actually a poet, and at the millwright's funeral somebody read a poem, and so the takeaway was understanding and accepting diversity enables us to see that each of us is needed. It also enables us to begin to think about being abandoned to the strength of others, of admitting that we cannot know or do everything. And so, yeah, I mean, there are some good takeaways in this book. And the pink urinal is about, the chapter on intimacy, as I was saying, and basically that beliefs are connected to intimacy. Beliefs come before policies or standards or practices, which is good. And so, like I was saying, participative leadership is discussed, roving leadership is discussed, the theory of fastball, which I didn't really understand. He used a baseball analogy that had to do with speed and how things have to match up. And then intimacy and communication, very important. And then also there was there was one about covenant versus contract. The contract is what's written on paper, and the covenant is what's written in the heart. So your integrity in the workplace, your values, what you're honoring, the culture that you're following, and in terms of culture that you're following, he does discuss that as part of intimacy, saying that there are a lot of enemies to intimacy, such as that's the pink urinal. Oh, what was that? Good communication. But anyway, get the book, read it. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna rate it more specifically on Goodreads. So follow me there. And if you have any book suggestions that you would like for me to, any books that you would like for me to review, just send me some suggestions. I like people recommending books, and I enjoy, the things that different people like to read. And I like to, I mean, of course I have subjects that really interest me, and then I have subjects that I have no interest in, but it's a good way to open your mind. And I've noticed with reading, so it's not necessarily reading to get every nook and crannies out of a book, but when you read, it really does help to expand your mind and also gives you great ideas. So I know from reading this book, I didn't really get much on leadership, but I got a great idea. So that's why reading is fundamental. Thank you for watching.